I want to go home.
Okay.
I want a beer.
Right.
I want an ice cream sandwich. I want to take a nap. And then I'm going to take a...
I don't want to be a strong, independent woman.
I don't want to be a strong, independent woman no more. No more!
I am so sick of being told how strong I am because I'm not strong and I don't want to be strong.
This whole I'm a strong, independent black woman and I don't need no man I'm f***ing done with it.
I don't want to work, okay? I don't want to be Miss Independent. I don't want to be a boss babe. I don't want to have a business. I don't want to have a career. I don't want a job. I want nothing.
I'm tired. INDEP. Like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay? HELPME me. Like, no, give me the soft life. Come help me. Come save me. Come, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
I swear, if I could go back in time and tell the woman that stood up for our right to work.
I fell for the boss, I could do everything by myself, that hyper-independent bullshit.
I don't want to be a hardworking woman. I don't know who signed us up to be independent and hardworking, but y'all can have it.
I don't want to be an independent woman no more, okay? I'm tired.
Am I good at being independent? Yes. Do I want to be? No.
I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family.
I legit woke up, realized that I've slayed all of my goals. I have my career, I have my house, I have the car, I have everything else, and I don't want it anymore.
I think we know at this point we're strong. We've got to be independent. Of course I can take care of myself. Now I want to be taken care of.
As often as I talk about how powerful women are, how independent, strong, I don't want to be a powerful, independent woman.
And what I really want is a family.
At 32, and a couple more months left till I'm 33, I realized that my priorities are changing. And now I want to be a housewife.
These women at least have the option to say all this. Think about men who have these roles defined for them since they start to breathe. They can easily get a man and pursue him and have the option to leave all this hyper-independence. But oh well, men are done now.
Breaking news, I am now accepting applications for a man because what do you mean it's 10 p.m. at night and I'm outside trying to put air in my tires? What are we talking about right now? What is this? The machine shut off on me and I can't turn it back on. I don't know how to get it started again. I lost the little cap for my tires. The air is just coming out of my tires, and at this point I'm just gonna buy all brand new tires because this is absurd. I don't want to do this anymore, so I'm gonna get back in my car and I'm gonna just pretend that everything's gonna be okay because I don't want to do this. I want to be a little lady.
Translation. Now that I need something done that I don't want to do, I want a man. Not because I value his companionship or want to be his partner, but because I want someone to serve me.
Never lower your standards for a man. Why should I lower my standards when I know exactly what I can get, what I need, and what I want?
You should try to date a regular guy. Why would I do that? Be real. My standards are not too high. They're just my standards. And if you can't match them, then you're not for me.
I mean, I didn't think I was asking for too much, but like, I would love to have somebody that's like over 6 foot, dark skin, beard, no kids, house, own car, good credit, washboard abs, be able to pick me up, fine as hell, pretty smile, good hygiene, pretty teeth, big D and a big wallet, and generous, also emotionally intelligent, educated, and loyal. I still have faith. He's out there somewhere. I'm not going to lower my standards, and I'm not going to give up faith.
I don't want a struggle. I don't want a settle. I want amazing.
I'm 30 and beginning to think that this whole dying alone thing isn't going to be like a running joke. It's going to be reality.
It is so hard sometimes watching so many of your friends fall in love and find their person and get pregnant, especially as I'm moving into my 30s. I feel like I'm watching everybody else live out their dream and wondering when my dream is going to happen for me. I'm just someone out here who's trying to find someone. I just sometimes feel like
The love I so desperately want to give and to receive is not meant for me.
I'm struggling. This is for all of the single ladies that are struggling between staying strong, being independent, and then also just wanting it.
I'm not gonna lie, don't tell the feminists, but I would rather stay home and cook and clean.
Here y'all are at 45, 50, talking about, where the good men at? They were back then, 20 years ago. You said he lame. You said he was boring.
I'm 40 and I'm single and I live in a van now, so it's probably gonna stay that way.
The typical life of a pseudo-feminist coming full circle exactly where it started, being in the kitchen.
Right, for all the ladies, can we just discuss hyper-independence, please? I don't even know where to start with this. All I know is that it's sitting there and I need to get it out. And if I need to get it out, other people probably can relate to this as well. So, from such a young age, I have always been really hyper-independent, fiercely dependent on self. And I never ask anybody to do anything for me. Even when people try to do things for me, I'm like, no, because I don't want to put people out and I don't want to be a burden. I know this is a pure contradiction for what I'm about to say, right? And I guess to an extent I have had a very much a feministic mindset, like if you can do that, I can do that as well. Like it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. I just feel like I believe I can do anything I want in life and nobody will stop me. So yeah, you could say that I'm actually quite feministic. I just want to make it clear that see girls that are like this, it's not a choice. We don't wake up one morning and decide, oh, I want to be so independent. It's forced on us. It's forced on us. And I am tired. I'm tired of it. Like I could probably be like this for the next 40 years if I'm alive that long. And it's fine because you just do what you need to do. You just, when you're in survival mode, you just need to get shit done. And if there's nobody there to do it for you, you just need to do it. However, I'm still allowed to say that I don't want to be like this. Obviously, I've been doing my renovation for a couple of weeks now and I'm just such a dafty that I decided to take on a full renovation. It's been carnage. I've ran out of money twice. I've literally just spent like my last £200 on bloody skirting and coving and I'm just like, what is this life? What is this life? It's not for me. I think something as well that I've totally moaned about in this last 11 months or whatever it is, how people always say, oh, are you seeing someone, are you talking to someone and blah blah blah, would you like to meet someone? And I'm always like, do you know what, no, I don't need a man. That's always my response. I don't need a man. But can we just normalise maybe not needing a man but actually wanting someone, like wanting someone to come into your life and just make everything a wee bit easier and allowing you to kind of become the female and become like the soft girl that you're destined to be, because that's okay. Like nobody needs someone, but it's okay to want someone. I mean, I'm saying this actually, however, what's ironic is the fact that the relationship that I was in for 11 years never enabled me to be the soft girl. It never made my life easier. If anything, it was always just a current struggle. It was just always a struggle. So maybe I'm after something that doesn't actually exist. Is there a man out there who is able to make your life easier and enable you to be a little softy? Anyway, so basically my point is, I think going forward, if anybody ever offers to help me with anything, I'm just going to be like, I know it's uncomfortable, but it's only going to be uncomfortable for the first so many times. If someone wants to offer me help with anything, I mean anything in life, in any area, I'm just going to be like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to try this and see what it's like to get help with something. Like, please, does anybody else relate to this? Because I am just I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And also, this isn't like a TikTok of me being a princess saying that I want someone to come into my life and just do absolutely everything for me. That would be very unnatural for me to allow anyway. I am just simply saying that I am tired of feeling in survival mode for so long. I'm tired. And this is actually just something that all the kind of independent girlies out there must feel, because in order to be fiercely independent, you must be in survival mode. And it's not all it's cracking out to be, let me tell you.
Feminist ideologies are extremely toxic. A healthy relationship should be equal and empower both genders. Reality is, some aspects of a relationship are always gender dependent, and women realizing it just now is a loss for all of us.
I don't want to be a strong, independent woman no more. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Y'all women on Al Gore's internet talking about, I don't need a man for nothing. Girl, you in that rose. I don't care. I'm ready for somebody to take care of me, and I don't mean financially. Getting your rubbed, watching a movie after a long day, top tier. I don't need a man financially, but I want a man physically, spiritually, mentally. I want somebody to take fire photos with, and I can put on my phone and can never show nobody. That's what I want. I want a partner. I want to travel the world with somebody. Roast my kids with. Build legacy. Meal prep every once in a while. I hate meal prepping all the time. Yes, I want to wake my kids up at 5 a.m. with Nerf guns. And I want a man to be hiding behind a closet so when they think they safe, he do a front flip out of it and put them in the back of the legs. I need that. You got me, babe? Because I got you.
Yes, girl, you mean financially, because all of that doesn't exist on its own.
Look, check this out. Black women are tired. They're tired of being independent. They're tired of being looked at as the strongest. They're tired of having to take care of the kids by themselves. They're tired of bearing all the weight. Don't believe the hype that you see on all of these social media networks. Black women are tired. And the reason why I know this because I talk and have conversations with a lot of black women. But what a black woman really want, she want to be able to go to the soccer games. She want to not have to be the sole leader and sole provider of her family. She want to support the man who God gave her to be with. She want to be a helpmeet. The thing is, she's been placed in this position where she's had to lead. She's had to step up to the plate and become something that she really didn't want to be in the first place. She want to support her man. She want to nurture her kids. She want to nurture her husband while pursuing things that she's passionate about. That's it. It's that simple. The thing is, she just can't find a suitable leader that she trusts to come in and relieve her of these responsibilities so that she can finally get some rest, because that's what she wants. Rest.
Don't all of them want the freeloader lifestyle?
Listen, any girl that tells you, like, I want to work all the time, I want to take care of myself, I want to protect myself, it's like, yo, that's like a survival tactic, like, that you develop because you feel unafraid in this world, right? So it's like, every time I wake up, for example, I literally, like, hold myself and I'm like, I'm safe today, I'm safe in my body, right? Letting that feminine come in, because for so long, I was, like, ready to fight. Like, try me. Say something to trigger my fears, right? And I'm gonna hurt you first. And that's how I approach a lot of my relationships. I was already waiting for that shoe to drop, and I feel like that was like my masculine trying to protect me, right? So back to your question, I feel like a lot of girls have been hurt so much by their father, by their brother, right?
Maybe or an actual relationship.
Relationship, like it starts, it's like that male figure wasn't safe, so they naturally have to be their own male figure to protect themselves. So it's like, it's a distortion, right? Because at the end of the day, we are feminine.
Okay, just one more thing, and I'm getting off this app because I'm almost out of coffee and my brain is slowing down. But ladies, it is okay to hang up our Miss Independent titles. Everybody knows women can do everything. We're just not meant to do everything. Let these men come in, be protectors, be providers, and make our lives easier. You have nothing to gain by trying to prove your independence. You're truly just trying to prove it to yourself. And that's okay, but you don't have to. Hang it up. Be in your receiving energy. It is time to live a soft life. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Well, you all went there and wanted to prove to everyone that you can do everything, and then belittle men for doing the same things. That's what women want, to feed their ego and disrespect the male gender.
Since the feminist movement, right, women have reported higher and higher rates of unhappiness. So as women have become more and more free, there's statistical data to show this as well, women have reported higher and higher rates of not being happy. As women have made more money, become more independent, become more successful, climb the corporate ladder, have more education, they're reporting higher rates of unhappiness. Why? Well, it's because women don't derive the same pleasure from success that men do. And there's statistical data to show that the least happy demographic of a human being in the United States is a woman that makes $100,000 a year and is over 40 years old that doesn't have children. 1 in 4 women is on antidepressant or anxiety medication. So tell me how, even though you might say women back then were oppressed, they were happier. They reported higher rates of being happy because women derive pleasure from children and family. Women are more social creatures. You know what I'm saying? So they don't derive the same pleasure from making money that men do. They're told that lie, but a lot of career women, as soon as they have a kid, fuck that. I want to go and deal with my child.
And also this generation alone is more single women dying alone with cats and dogs than any other generation before, because once again, they're leaving prematurely because obviously treatment isn't well. I get that part, but now they're going to be single with nobody versus back in the day, like my grandparents, 70 years together. She might not have been all the way happy, but at the same time, he took care of traditional roles, and she had her own roles as well, but they made it work. Versus here, you know what? He's not the one I want. I'm gonna leave him.
Yeah, so and 80% of divorces are initiated by women.
But yeah.
So tell me how you can say, well, women couldn't leave back then. Well, why are they reporting higher rates of happiness back then versus now, as women have become more single and more independent than ever before? Women have more freedom now than ever before.
They're manipulated.
I think that before that they thought that the way that they were being treated was okay. Now women are not okay with being
Realizing that it's
disrespected.
not okay. Yeah.
And that's why we're leaving. That's why we're so unhappy, is because we're constantly being
Then explain to me
disrespected.
why the satisfaction rates are lower now when they have more privilege and freedom than ever before.
Because it's the realization that you're being disrespected. And before they didn't have that realization. They didn't know they were being disrespected, manipulated.
Phones weren't a thing like that either.
No, trust me, they knew, but they understood the family was more important than their personal needs.
The fact that they ended up alone and unable to make rational decisions about their future makes them unhappy, and they have been told, and now look at their faces.
The type of lifestyle that she's used to. So they get mad at you for being independent and having things together to the point where they can't keep up with you, but they will also get mad at you if you depend on them and you don't have the same amount of money as them.
It's because a lot of you ladies are either extreme. A lot of men don't even care how much you make, or if you have less money than him, the whole point is that you're not using him and you are using your resources to better the relationship. That you're not just being greedy, saying, oh, I should be able to keep all of my money and you pay for everything. That's just not fair. And I feel like for the women that do make a lot of money and they make a lot more than the man, they're constantly holding it against him. They're constantly bringing it up in every conversation. They use it as a way of emasculating him and putting him down. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of middle ground with some of you women. Why would a man be bothered by you making more money than him if you are bringing more into the relationship and you're not holding it against him and you're being super sweet and kind and you're doing everything that you can for the both of you? No man would reasonably get upset by that. It's the trying to compete with him, which disturbs his peace, the constant nagging and getting upset over everything because you bring more money into the relationship. Well, he forgot to do something around the house and you're really upset, you're freaking out. If you're not of either extreme, a man does not care.
When she spends $1,500 a month while earning $1,000 a month and expects you to pay the rest. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.